Greetings and salutations, my dear friends. Thanks to all the folks who helped me reach 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Didn't quite think we'd get this far. When I first uploaded that Jordan Peterson video a few months back, I didn't ever expect it to reach this level. Seriously, thank you. So today we're going to do something a little different, a little special. I'm going to go through a whole bunch of comments from the last several videos I've made and make fun of them. You know, some angry comments, some happy comments, a little bit of both. This is my way of saying, you know, thanks guys. This is my way of giving back to and interacting with the community. With you guys, even the haters. There's a fair number of haters here, but that's okay. Alright, where do we begin? Good vid. Gay vid. What? It could be both. Nice body. This is satire, right? Your face is satire. Lexi Pak Midi, I don't know. It comes off as a post hoc rationalization for this kind of content. Based on your subjective opinion and underlying bias against him? Well, I mean, it kind of is my opinion, isn't it? Enter your pinned comment. That's called covering your bases or poisoning the well. It's a little irritating when people like this first hear of a term and they try to talk about it like this, like it's a genuine point, but they don't quite understand that there is a correct and wrong context to be bringing it up in. You say in your description that a lot of people have made content critical of PewDiePie, that they are not satisfactory enough for you. Well, I gotta say, your content is not really much better in that regard. Really? You're the judge of what's better for my satisfaction? I didn't aware we had that kind of relationship, Lexi. You really should be more forthcoming with me. You know, we can't keep going on like this. About the media, do you have any evidence of them not doing what he says they're doing? Project Veritas! Otherwise, it's quite clear that you have a bias that colors Pew's comments in a certain direction. Oh, really? You think so? How ye? You really think PewDiePie's viewers are all little kids? Did you take the 9-year-old joke that seriously? It is not who's shown his stats. It's mostly answers from 18 to 24 and 25. Oh, God. I mean, in the video, I literally say, I don't think they're little kids. It's a joke that people use, but I don't believe it. Sounds like you didn't watch the video. Kion Vieto, you just seem like a far-left Hunter Avallone. I mean, Hunter Avallone looks like the kind of guy... Well, I shouldn't finish that thought. He likes deleting comments, too. You would think if he was going to delete comments, he would also delete the comments calling him out on it. Funny how that hasn't happened. He only deletes well-written comments against him because it ruined his narrative that PewDiePie and all his followers are racist. Are you calling your own comment poorly written? Now, the truth is there are two things here. One, comments get reported and YouTube's automated system removes them if they got certain language. And two, it turns out there is a spam filter and inappropriate content filter that YouTube has. And I didn't know that. I proved just about everything, but some of them I didn't, because fuck you. Okay, this one is from the first PewDiePie video from Strongman Bruce. Now this is like the most heavily upvoted critical comment, so I'm assuming PewDiePie's community has chosen him as their champion. Except everything in this video is false. None of PewDiePie's fans, myself included, defended his heated gamer moment. It was a big mistake. The idea that we let him off for being Swedish is a plain strawman argument. People will accept that this is a serious mistake. However, they don't think that it reflects his character more generally because it is an isolated event. There is no pattern or greater trend. Well, okay, I used the one clip from that one time. Y'all probably familiar with the second one.
Oh! 18, nigga!
Did you know there's a third?
Peace off, nigga, nugget.
Yeah, a friend of mine sent that to me after the video went up. How about that? You know, the context of the other two isn't quite negative like the first one. In reference to everything else in the video, the context of who he is and what he does kind of brings his reputation down. The death to Jews time was obvious satire. It might not appear like satire to you, but this is a weak argument from ignorance. People with this channel will instantly recognize it as satire. Even rewatching it made me laugh. It's a juxtaposition of holding up a sign calling for genocide and then combining it with subscribe to Keemstar. It's absurd, that's the point. It's actually pretty damn funny. Just curious here, is there a punchline in that? Is the punchline the death to all Jews part, or is it the subscribe to Keemstar part? You know, Grand Theft Auto is better at satire than this. You are ignoring the countless times that he voices opinions suggestive of progressive politics, of which there are many, of which you give no sources. The media does constantly post blatant falsehoods about him. The Wall Street Journal did an article which they claimed to have found 11 videos of references to Nazism. These perversions included him actively decrying Nazism as well as playing games with Nazis or enemies. No. The article didn't actually even list all of them out. Oh! But you didn't know that because you didn't read the article, did you? Another time played up someone with an anti-Semitic username and somehow that became a story. I don't remember the Wall Street Journal posting about that. And there was one time shouted out 20 plus channels and one of them had hidden anti-Semitic comments in it. Oh God. No, it's not really hidden. He's referring to ER. It's not really hidden there if you know what to look for. Peterson, again, isn't alt-right. He's just anti-identitarian left, which is a left-wing liberal I can totally relate to. First off, I don't believe you're a left-wing liberal. Second, anti-identitarian left? Identitarian is another term for Nazis. We're talking Brittany Pettibone and Lauren Southern here. This is not a left thing. The media do consistently attempt to misrepresent Peterson. It's the newest trick in the book. It's not really new. That's they misrepresent him, really. If you oppose the postmodernist, anti-free speech left. Oh no, he went postmodernist? Oh no! Surprised you didn't put neo-Marxist in there. You were either alt-right or a gateway to alt-right views. It is insidious, censorious rhetoric that needs to be confronted head on. The problem is that this pattern that you believe you have perceived is the consequence of reading media articles which present only those facts that support their narrative. You know nothing about his channel. You clearly don't watch his videos. You can't just point out him calling out the media as if it were problematic per se. You have to actually engage with the claims to see if they are justified. I would engage with those claims if PewDiePie were capable of making any. Here's what people don't get. If PewDiePie went out and voted, he would be Democrat, if American, 100%. I don't know about that. He has spoken out pro-gun laws, against anti-vaxxers, and against anti-abortion campaigners. None of that has anything to do with any of the criticisms made in my video, but you know. Like you said, you have to engage with the claims being made. He is a Swedish person, living in Britain, with an Italian, I think she's Italian at least, wife, who plans living in Japan. He's as internationally minded as you can get. None of that disproves anything. You could still be pretty racist and do all that. Okay, and Matt Reitman, with a name like that, we know where this is going. Okay, I could only get through half the video, and you don't have any idea how stupid you sound. Next time, ask someone for help on how to internet. So many memes and references go over your head, it's kind of sad, really. I hope you get better, dude. Have a nice day. And I think he wants me to fist him. Okay, here's a nicer comment. Really glad to see you getting a bit more attention. We're in sore need of YouTubers who do thoughtful video essays about social topics that aren't smokescreens for an alt-right ideology. I hereby consider you part of the ContraPoints Philosophy 2H Bomb Guy Sean Jetting Nicholson Expanded Universe. Don't put that on me. That's too stressful. I don't deserve that. I don't know why people always feel the need to defend him. His videos aren't that good. If anyone deserved the #1 spot, it's Mr. Beast. I can agree with that, actually. I feel like most of the far left or right instantly discredit anything, even associated with someone on the political spectrum they don't believe in. This video is a good example of that. Just because PewDiePie follows somebody right-leaning shouldn't mean he's an instantly worse person. I mean, I give several other reasons. I remember when PewDiePie was mocked for being so cringy. But once he started saying racist shit, he became a persona non grata. Yeah, you guys remember that everybody hated PewDiePie for the longest time? Just because he was so annoying and obnoxious and loud. But then, after some racist stuff was said, and after some of the details I went over in my previous video said, all of a sudden, like, all these right-wingers are defending him? What? You guys you're really bad at this. It's really obvious what's going on here. Elon Musk's meme dealer. Well, I'm guessing you steal all the artwork, too. Just a recommendation. No one wants to see a 30-minute video on something this dumb. Thanks. Well, I mean, it's my second most watched video now, so some people do. I wasn't attached to the internet back then. Poor innocent soul. Don't go for a deep dive ever, because your feelings will be hurt. Don't play online either. because you will be mad 24/7 at 15-year-olds screaming the N-word, something that happened since the early days in Minecraft. Doesn't that kind of just prove everything I was saying? Okay, if your so-called gaming community does that all the time, like, y'all are kind of shitty, don't you think? And it's kind of like you're admitting that there's a problem and that certain people are just completely detached from the rest of the world. We need a gamer genocide. Okay, this is the first serial commenter, well, we'll say. It's from Austin Kilgore. Maybe doxing you, but I don't give a fuck. You commented on my video, it's fair. The reason I'm having such a problem with this video is you're claiming Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and Dave Rubin as if they're the worst people in the world, and Pewds is bad for associating with them, which they're not. Also, have you ever considered that maybe he doesn't agree with all their views? I know that kind of thing is hard to do with people on the left, seeing past a person's views and treating them as a human. Also, in reference to some of the clips in the last part of the video, there was no context! So they prove nothing. LOL. Now, Paul Joseph Watson, well, he's kind of a prick if you ask me. Plus, there's a few people I didn't know of. Well, if you don't know about them, why are you commenting about them? But some of those clips seem to be taken out of context, which is very scummy of you. Okay, I guarantee you, you pull up all of those clips, the context does not exonerate them. If anything, it makes them all worse. Much worse. He either won't do that, or he does know and he doesn't care. No, they aren't the worst people in the world, but they do get a lot of attention, and they do push people in a certain direction. All I'm doing is pushing back against it, really. Also, Dave Rubin is a horrible example of healthy dialogue. Pot calling the kettle black? It's just a fun thing. I never heard of the pot calling the kettle black until, like, I don't know. I was, like, 21 or something. I didn't believe it. It sounded like such an absurd statement. Also sounds a little racist. And to finish this guy off, okay, I see now. You think Ben Shapiro's a fascist, don't you? Now I see how you could also view Pewds as one. Hey! Austin! You came around, my dude! You figured it out! Okay, serial commenter number 2 here. Nibir Beastmaster64. He looks to be a young adult from the picture. I can't really tell. But you comment here, you're entering the slaughterhouse. Let me correct you on a lot of things because you're either misinformed or deliberately lying. Here are some points I am making. Respond if you have any integrity. It's not like you're a huge YouTube star and get many comments. Well, you're right about that last part, but I mean, I'm not going to respond in the comments of a YouTube video. That's just absurd. I'm going to make a video about it in which I make fun of you and control the dynamic of which I can critique you. Number 1, it was not a Holocaust memorial, it was a World War II military memorial. You said Holocaust to push the anti-Semite argument, LOL. While that kind of is fair, I did put text in the bottom of the screen saying it was World War II. I misunderstood it because I saw a Reddit comment that said it was a Holocaust memorial. Yeah, my bad. Kind of fair, even though I put the text on to fix it, but okay, fair. Number 2, Ben Shapiro and his fans reached out to PewDiePie after PewDiePie reviewed Destroying the Libs meme. It's a meme about how right-winger title videos like Destroyed, Annihilated, etc. blah blah blah. He was laughing at Ben Shapiro clip, and Ben's fans swarmed the PewDiePie subreddit and Twitter saying collab with Ben, and he did it. Only collabs with people on meme review who are living memes, like Elon Musk, a random Indian kid who became a meme. Politics have nothing to do with it. Fucking bullshit, man. Okay, and if the meme was, hey, this guy's a serial killer who eats people, you should collab with him, PewDiePie. Would PewDiePie do that? Probably not. Number 3, being a Muslim, I oppose Ben Shapiro. Why, because he's a Jew? I mean, that is... That's what some alt-right people do. I don't mind him appearing for 2 minutes on PewDiePie's channel. It's not like PewDiePie is giving him a platform. He already has a large one. It literally fucking is, though. PewDiePie's larger than Ben Shapiro is, and the two of them probably have slightly different audiences they've cultivated over the years. He constantly appears on Fox and CNN. That doesn't mean those channels are endorsing him. Yeah, because when he appears on them, there's usually someone there to push back and challenge him in what he says. They're not putting him on here to say, oh, look, here's funny, cuddly Ben Shapiro posting memes and making fun of him. Look at how cute and adorable he is. Look, pay no attention to the giant racism behind the curtain. Yet they don't do that. 4, about his subreddit and fan base. It is one of the most thriving subreddits. Citation needed. There are only a handful of moderators. PewDiePie doesn't moderate his subreddit himself, by the way. Yo, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. It says no hate speech. Yeah, okay, so does the Donald. None of the top posts have anything offensive. Well, some posts may slip through because people are posting every minute and only a handful of moderators can't keep up. It sounds like you need some more moderators then. The offensive language don't appear on the top page, not on the second page either. You really have to look for it. You just type in N-word. It's not that hard. I should have shown a clip to show just how much there was. Maybe we can do that right now. I don't know. So that debunks your theory about his fan base being toxic racist, he says as he comes and comments on my video. We participate in his regular charity streams. We raise the money. Have you ever heard of a white supremacist donating money to kids in Africa and India? PewDiePie's charities have helped my country directly. He supports Save the Children and Red, but none of that really counters any arguments I made in my video. Like, you can still do good things, and while you do bad things, I mean, majority of us participate in good things, but you will find some bad actors in a 95 million strong fan base. It's absolutely true, but I mean, the argument isn't exactly there's bad actors. The argument is he's a bad actor. Or even if he's not quite a bad actor, he's giving certain behaviors that encourage bad actors. About making a response after the shooting, he did on Twitter. Tweet is up. You can look it up. I don't know why you lied about that, because it doesn't fucking matter what he tweets. About following people on Twitter. I am a Muslim. I follow Islamophobic accounts and YouTube channels just to know what they are saying. Doesn't mean I hate my own people. No, but you probably don't put them on your YouTube channel, and you push back against them if you did. PewDiePie has disavowed Nazis and supremacists many times. Yeah, so did the people at Charlottesville saying they disavowed David Duke. About his criticism of the media, there is some merit to it. He told an offensive joke. Oh, God, more on this. Honestly, this doesn't even make a point. I'm not going to do your research for you, you lazy white man. Well, you're right about that. About the ER shout-out. ER's part is cut from the video, and his links are gone, and the video is re-uploaded. Check it out. And he shouted out ER for his anime reviews and did not go through Twitter and other socials. However, he shouted out a channel for political and social commentary. Her name is Sarah Z. She is a leftist socialist, part of the BreadTube community. What does it say about PewDiePie's social and political views? And he only did that because Sarah Z made a video about J.K. Rowling, and it was really critical of her. J.K. Rowling's also called out PewDiePie, and that's the only reason why PewDiePie shared her in the first place. I have nothing more to say other than subscribe to PewDiePie, you dumb fucks who ever watched this guy's channel. Peace. As horrible as that was, let it not ever be said that I don't respond to criticism and debate. I do, on my own terms. Oh, also, a funny thing about this Nibiru Beastmaster guy. Someone else started to kind of try to argue with him and explain, hey, you know, you're wrong for a few things. And they went on for a bit, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read it all out because it's pretty long. So after a while, some other person kind of really irrefutably pointed out this guy's full of crap. Nibiru responds with, okay, bitch, KYS. So, you know, that's kind of the quality of criticism I've come to expect. Oh, but he wasn't done. From Brooke Witherspoon. Random person. PewDiePie's fanbase is toxic. PewDiePie's fanbase. Hey, bitch, allow me to 1000% prove your point in the replies. I be shit, K cares. Yeah, you were wrong. By the way, you're also shitty at debates, way to use nothing but fallacies and cherry-pick instances to mislead your fans. This is exactly why more and more people are turned off from leftist politics. You support cancel culture and censorship. My biggest dream is to see your tactics used against you. Man, you know, I was only like 800 subs when this video went up. Like, that's an extreme response, you think? I never said PewDiePie should be censored. Honestly, I don't even care about canceling people. Like, I'm willing to forgive just about anything, really. You just kind of have to prove that you know you were wrong and that you have changed. How did I get here? Why am I being recommended this channel with 800 subscribers? YouTube, just stop it, please. Just stop. Well, it's now 1,200. Thanks for the interaction. Boy, get your Dylan Merchant looking ass. I don't get that one. I think he's saying I look like Bob Dylan. I get that a lot, but I don't know what the rest of it's supposed to mean. Your picture looks like you sniff glue, by the way. I would know. Holy shit, you weren't lying. Also, do you find irony that you are a celiac and a part of BreadTube? Believe me, the irony is not lost on me. I made this channel name before I knew about BreadTube. The stars kind of aligned on that one. Oh, look, it's Nightmare Beastmaster 64 again. We kill communists in our country. We would behead ContraPoints, so fucking H-Bomber and other communist LARPers so fucking bad if they made videos promoting socialism in our country. Americans are pussies. Oh no. No, Nightmare, no. PewDiePie fans are definitely not toxic. After the first or second time a mass shooter shouted out his name, very normal for that to be a dog whistle, by the way. Yes, it is. His fan base was only all caught up in the idea that they had to protect him. They're what truly makes him insufferable, because the majority lacks critical thinking and they can't all be excused for their age. Great video. One major issue, though. What's up with the turned off Christmas lights? Didn't you learn anything from Mama Contra? I actually put that in there, wondering if anyone would notice it. Good job, Miles. You're the only one who did. On topic, lots of PewDiePie defenders are also the same people that say similar stuff that was wrongly attributed to Voltaire. I disapprove of what you say, but I'll defend to your death the right to say it. Yeah, I imagine there's some overlap with Jordan Peterson now. Off topic, you remind me of a younger version of Jesse Kleber. He's the leader of the Greens Party in the Netherlands. Do I? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see the hair, I guess. I don't know if you're just referring to hair or personality, but thank you. I think. I have some criticism. I wish you covered your bases more. Stefan Molyneux is on that list, so you have Tom dead to rights immediately to not having done his research. You just need to explain what he believes. Tom has kind of shifted the whole conversation to be about how they're not Nazis, which a term people don't have a clear definition for, especially across political spectrum. Like I think OP meant it as shorthand for bigots. Thanks, Gur. Yoshimura Hirohito. Very good video on almost all counts. Just 2 points that were possibly unfounded. I'm not sure that believing the sanctity of life is an extreme view as inferred. Well, not necessarily, but people like Ben Shapiro are extreme in it. Additionally, the video does assume an understanding of the arguments for and against the topic at hand due to its presentation, which given the size of the channel is probably fine. The first video, I kind of had a whole finale for it. Do I need to do it again? Another day, another YouTuber who hates on other YouTubers for attention. You mean every YouTuber? I pray that one day all the extreme lefties, righties would get massacred. Honestly, I understand why Hitler did what he did. Oh god. PewDiePie fans are totally not radicalized. Oh, it's Nightbeer again! Yeah, let's pick on Turkey Tom, a 15-year-old. Great job! There's no way Turkey Tom is 15. He's got to be an adult. The quality that goes in his videos, there's no way he's a kid. This guy is not funny or charismatic and is full of social cliches. I'm not commenting the validity of his arguments. I'm just stating an obvious. So don't get salty. It's like, hey, here's a big insult. Oh, why? Don't get mad. Why you get mad, bruh? That's 9 minutes I won't get back. Honestly, that's about 8 minutes more than I expected out of you. Good job. For this last part, we're going to be talking about one particular serial commenter that has been harassing me for a while now. Social Justice Demon. Sorry, that name. At least it's not a furry, I suppose. Or a demon. I get you're probably still bitter about your inclusion in my Leftbound video, but there's no need to be a dick. I use an avatar to hide my identity because I'm trans and female, and that means there are some people on the internet who want to kill people like me. There are even now at present a group of people trying to dox, so yes, I am in fact too scared to show my face. Stay classy. Oh, and if I may poison the well a little bit here, this person made a video in which they said this.
Really? This is what's unsettled your day? This is what's making you fucking triggered?
But wait, there's more.
I said the word triggered. Exactly. I said the word. You need to get over yourself. You need to get over yourself, okay? I said the word triggered, okay? So that means cancel the black woman. She said the word triggered. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to meet your standards of fucking purity. And if you're going to get rid of comrades because of that, then you're no comrade of mine. And you can fuck off. Like, I'm not going to fucking say sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ, just say you're sorry for being an asshole to rape survivors with PTSD, you 9-piece chicken McFull!
Okay, I cut out a little bit there because their videos are really long and rambly. Basically, this is a horrendous, intentionally bad faith interpretation of anything Angie Speaks has said. Angie Speaks said the word triggered, and somehow, in this person's mind, and that equates to, you know, making fun of child rape survivors. Like, that's pretty dishonest. And responding to that with 9-piece chicken McFull, like, it's perfect. Liquid gold. So let's see. Why is this racist? Oh, let's count the ways. Okay, there's the obvious chicken connotation. Black people and chicken. Don't know why. I have to explain that. I'm assuming 9-piece means you're 1 piece short of a 10, assuming you're a little dumber, which is a pretty racist assumption a lot of people have about black people. And 3, this is in context to Angie Speaks using the word triggered. I know Angie's not an American, but it's a really common thing here to criticize black people for the way they speak and the language they use. Like, this is pretty detailed. I don't think I'm reading into it that much. It's pretty obvious to me. If you were to call Donald Trump a 9-piece chicken McFull, I would assume it's because he's Donald Trump and eats fast food all day. But in reference to Angie, no. That's not right. And of course, when this person was called out on it, they respond with, "It's your red herring, hun." God, can we cancel people who say the word hun? Like, I'm sure sacking Rome sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm afraid I'm not a hun. A little bit of background on this person. They commented several months ago. They found me using the word retarded in some video. Didn't like it, which is fair. Perfectly fair. What was not fair, however, was the harassment I started getting from them after this. They started tweeting at me a lot on Twitter, and they said in one particular tweet, that they were going to back me on Patreon and send a tweet every month. One of those fun little promotional tweets Patreon gives you the option to post where you can tell your followers why you donated to someone. Every month for 12 fucking months, I gave Celiac Attack another $1 for lube so we can keep bending over for Abel's. Please join his Patreon to save him from a debilitating case of hemorrhoids. So wow, homophobia and making fun of Crohn's disease in one tweet like that. That was a poofer like that, man. But honestly, it's the same kind of thing I've been dealing with my whole life. You know, you're not special. And of course, a little bit after that, they tweeted, "My YouTube channel has finally been up long enough for the analytics to tell me useful stuff. The fake disabled vid brings in the most search engine traffic, but the bury the body vid won me the most subs. So basically I need to start making videos about disabled people murdering edgelords to make shitty jokes. I'm absolutely okay with that." And let's follow it up with this comment on one of my videos. "I don't hate it, and I'm not filled with the overwhelming urge to strangle you. Well done." We call this the Sargon of Akkad approach. I wouldn't even strangle you. You fell for it, you got baited. I'm really good at baiting. You call me a master at it. Bro, I should get my shades for this. Timothy Dawes says, "Bro, I should get more contact with your masculinity. Stop hating and criticizing and do your thing." What if hating and criticizing is my thing? I mean, I'm pretty in contact with my masculinity. It clearly makes you uncomfortable, though. 83 Croissant commented, "Yes, show us your feet, daddy." Honestly, this is the community I hope to foster. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hey, whoa, hold the hell on. Where do you think you're going? The party's just getting started. If you want more of this, more of that, more of all of this, if you know what I mean, may I interest you in an official subreddit? Or perhaps maybe an official Discord server. That's right, baby, because the party is continuing over there. Ow! That's right. With this video, they are officially launching there. They are free for you to browse at your perusure. Come, be among the first to fill this fertile land with your seed. Oh God, it's there, waiting for you, just waiting for you to come and take it. Special thank you to the Patreon backers, Susie M, Joshua Moldenhauer, and the Christmas Fish. I greatly appreciate your patronage, as you understand. You know, I don't have a pun to make. And of course, if you back me on Patreon, you get special roles in the Discord, a special flair on the subreddit, yes. You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to lead a Roman legion into the depths of hell.